I'm gonna show y'all something about what the news always does and what the media does about this bullshit. Now here it is. This white guy, white supremacist guy, came all the way from Baltimore to kill black people because he was mad at black men and black women in interracial relationships. But the bullshit is like you never hear white people stand up and say it's wrong. They always get black people getting up to say it's wrong. You never hear white people get up and say it's wrong. Like you always hear about like they're good white people in America. But they never get up and say anything. They always get run over by the mean white people. They never get up and say anything. And every time a white person does something like this, the media always claims that he has mental problems. Dylan Roof had mental problems. Now this white guy that came all the way from Baltimore to New York City to kill a black man has mental problems. Look at this bullshit.
White supremacist accused of fatally stabbing a black man in Midtown told police apparently he was just getting started. That's very disturbing, but this is him right here. He is in custody, and he was arraigned yesterday. According to his criminal
Look at him, and he looked like a clean-cut white guy that you would hold an elevator for. That's why I say I don't hold an elevator for nobody. I know it's switching the subject, but, you know, look at him. And, you know, you wouldn't get out of his way. You see him coming, but if you saw 3 black men walking down the street with hoods on their head, you would get out their way. But this is a clean-cut doctor looking like motherfucker. All right, here we go.
He told police officers he was angry about, quote, black men mixing with white women. So he planned a murder spree in Times Square. Prosecutors say he stalked numerous potential victims. His lawyer suggested that, well, he has mental problems.
That? They always got mental problems. Dylan Roof had mental problems. He got mental problems. The cops that kill innocent black people got mental problems. They always have mental problems when they do stupid shit.
Being held without bail. On the heels of that tragic stabbing, there's a new campaign out, and it's been launched to really combat hate crimes in New York City, and we've heard about a lot of them. Pix 11's Jennifer Bizram joins us now in Times Square with the details on how we can protect ourselves and our families. Jen.
Good morning, Sukanya. This new campaign is called To New York to Hate. It was launched last night by the Manhattan District Attorney, and he says he did it for 2 reasons. 1, to bring about awareness, and 2, to encourage people to report hate crimes and bias attacks.
So now it's all about hate crimes. They don't talk about racial crimes. They call it hate crimes. Everybody throws their struggle into the same pot with black people. This was a white man killing a black man. This wasn't a hate crime about religion. It was about the color of his skin. You know, they try to throw the gay agenda and all this other bullshit into the same bucket, the same pot with black people. This is bullshit.
Sure that this case is being aggressively investigated by my office.
That from the Manhattan District Attorney last night at a packed gymnasium on the Upper West Side.
Stand together. That's when we can show to our children who we must talk to that hate and acts of bigotry are wrong, and that our differences should be celebrated.
He was joined by several elected officials and concerned New Yorkers.
I'm feeling a little sad.
See, then they had 2 black women stand up and say it's wrong. You know, but black women and black men are the ones being victimized, not white people. This is bullshit.
Everything, because we shouldn't be at this point.
The forum was held to talk about the increase in hate and bias crimes sweeping New York City and the nation after cops say 66-year-old Timothy Kaufman was fatally stabbed on a city street by this man, 28-year-old James Harris Jackson, a U.S. Army veteran and self-proclaimed white supremacist. Police say Jackson traveled from Baltimore to New York City this week specifically to target black men and surrendered to officers in Times Square a day after stabbing and killing Kaufman.
James Jackson is a racist terrorist.
Now a campaign to combat hate and bias crimes. To New York to Hate. District Attorney Vance wants to increase awareness and encourage victims to come forward in an effort to protect all New Yorkers, saying since January there are more than 100 incidents reported to his office's hate crimes unit. This from the mayor earlier this week.
We need more and more voices of tolerance to come forward all over the country if we're going to, stop this trend.
And District Attorney Ben says if you've been a victim of a hate crime, a witness to one, or know anyone who has been, to report it right away. You can call 212-335-3100. He says it does not matter your immigration status. We're live in Times Square this morning at Jennifer Bisrael.
Now it's got to be about immigration status. Get the fuck out of here. It was a white man killing a black man. They're talking about immigrants. They're talking about gays. They're talking about lesbians. They throw everybody in a pot with black people. Like I said before, everybody sits at the table and eats with black people, and when the bill comes, they leave. Everybody tries to wrap themselves up with black people suffering.